Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Today, conference bragging rights on the line in this SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up.
Maybe a crease. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Sellers. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Trying to get the edge. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return.
Man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Here's Sellers to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You know, a lot of times you're trying to throw slants against man coverage. If you're going to do it against zone, it's got to be so precise, and that time just a little bit off, and that's why it falls incomplete.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The throw to the outside is complete.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D going the other direction.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the red zone, it's McAllister. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. Now the pitch.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Caught in the backfield, it's Buchanan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking long. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The run inside. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. There's some room. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. They go play action, Bryce Underwood. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Sets up the screen. There he goes. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Here comes the heat. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Throwing, Sellers. Fires left. Got his man. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside. It's McAllister. There's a little room there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Sellers, he wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
To move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Here he comes with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner, trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Makes the grab. It's Marsh. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Got enough for the first. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the grab on the left. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the...
Caught! To stop the clock, they'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. See if they can get it done on second and goal. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? The quarterback sneak. And they go for the sneak on second down, and nothing doing. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lined up in the gun on third down, Underwood. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. One more snap coming before halftime. Using his legs, it's McAllister. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And it's the home team engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The run inside. It's Marshall. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Underwood on the play action. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
There's a crease. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Trying to run, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers were playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they forced the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here's Sellers to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Going long. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
Man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Here's Underwood to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Reels it in down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. Looking for the tie with the extra point. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Using Getting him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Sellers from the gun on third down. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Man, and you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Punt is on its way. Nestles it in at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Running inside, it's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt. And now the ball is knocked free. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Throwing Sellers. Showing the arm strength to the left. Picked off to stop the threat. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Play fake, Underwood. He lost it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Finds some room. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Sellers. Grab near the sticks. It's McAllister. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job design.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sellers. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job.
They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Fourth down, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. Looking outside, it's Marshall. He breaks a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a...
He's loose on the left. At the 30. Inside the tech. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to it.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he pumps it up inside the 20. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice game. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down.
Turning it on! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the first down. I got to try to stay focused. Man, I got to get this ball back to my offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the ground. He's got it again. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the third down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Got the back over the middle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
A lot of times late in games, you see this by defenses. They're going to drop back, and they're going to take away all the deep stuff, try to take away all the passing lanes. Nice job getting to your running back, letting him get positive yards, and then let's get up to the ball quickly.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
He'll try to do it himself. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Fourth quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
On target. And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Play fake, Sellers. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run inside. It's McAllister. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? He's got enough for the 1st down before he stopped at the 22-yard line.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the 1st down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback running on the draw. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. Avoids pressure on the right. Lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step